All right, so good to have you back. It's here, the Good Morning Cross River. Remember, it's the Thursday edition. We have to take you through that health awareness campaign there, and you should know what to do and what not to do when it has to do with the diabetes. Now, remember that the Carnival Calabar started way over 15 years ago with the administration of Mr. Donald Duke, the governor then, and it moved on to the next administration of Mr. Senator Liel Imoke, and finally we had the digital governor taking up from 2015. From then till 2019, we've seen massive improvement in content and the calendar of the Carnival Calabar festivities. And remember, I did say in our opening that 2 years ago, the festivities and the carnival did not hold because of COVID-19. But the governor, in the bid to finish in strong, said that this year, life will be back to the city center. Remember that Carnival Calabar is #1 in Africa, and coming to lay more emphasis on this and open up the discourse on the 2022 Carnival Calabar. I have joining me on set Honorable Eric Anderson, the Honorable Commissioner for Culture and Tourism. Eric, good morning. So good to have you join us.
Good morning, Joe.
Is it a while? Let me start by saying Happy New Month.
Happy New Month. Good morning, Crossing.
So let's start by saying, or asking this question: 2 years, gap without the Carnival Calabar. How did this hit you and the team, the key sectors in Cross River State that bring about the biggest street party in Africa? How did this get to you for 2 years?
Well, like any other venture, staying out of business for 2 years, you're struggling to come back. And it just didn't hit us in Cross River State or in Nigeria. It was a global pandemic, where we had to shut down and look at other ways of operating in 2020 and in 2021 because of the COVID and then the Omicron variant. Yeah, but you see, the Carnival for us, we've successfully held 15 editions right from His Excellency Donald Duke's time, who initiated it, and His Excellency Senator Liel Imoke was able to sustain it. And then, of course, we came into government in 2015, led by His Excellency Senator Professor Ben Ayade. We've been able to sustain it up until the outbreaks. So it's already a culture for us. It's a tradition for us. So we're coming back in 2022, and I actually don't exercise any fear of us coming up with something bigger, better, and even bolder.
Fine. Now, let's look at the issue for 2 years. A lot of Cross Riverians, a lot of Nigerians who have been taking part in these activities must have lost some form of interest. How do we intend to bring back the fire, the vibe, the interest?
The Carnival alone is an interesting, venture. It's the biggest street party in Africa, right? And we have just a few carnivals in the world. We have Rio, we have Trinidad, Notting Hill, and a few pockets of carnivals here and then the Calabar Carnival, right? So, we're also talking about capital flight. Why do you need to spend so much to go to Rio or any other carnival than just do one leg flight down to Calabar in December and bring the children down? So, the carnival is out there. It's an international brand. And for me, I always regard the Calabar Carnival as the biggest entertainment export from Nigeria. So we're looking inwards this year, and I want to believe strongly that we're going to have a lot more participation. And as a matter of fact, in 2 years of not holding Carnival, we've been, trying to think it through, what can we do when we eventually, come back. And we also had resolved at the fact that, there's so many people already participating, like revelers, from the 5 bands already we're having a full house every time. So where you need to parade 1,000 people in a band, you get about 1,500, 2,000, and some people don't get to participate. So we had to expand competition to 7 bands. That's why we brought in Diamond Band and Canas Vegas Band. So whilst we're not running, we're thinking, and we're also trying to restructure so we can come out better. So I feel strongly and positive that this year is going to be better.
Definitely. Okay, let's move a little bit away from the carnival. Let's look at the tourism sector, because carnival is just an item on the tourism hotspots in Cross River State. How has the tourism sector really fared in the middle of the 2 years where we had the pandemic? because I know about 2 Sundays ago we had the Eben and Igbo. So what have been
So
what
you're
have been-
already testifying to it. Okay, we've not done badly, I must say, and many thanks to members of the public, because each time we try to come up with a bit of events just to stay afloat, there's always very positive responses. Now, in 2 years of COVID, it will amaze you that Cross River State came second on the tourism list of the most visited tourism facilities.
Destinations, okay.
Yeah, destinations. The first was Lakampine Tropicana in Ekpe, and the second was Abokum Waterfalls, right? We've tried as much as possible, just the carnival element, and the other festival activities we put down, but we tried to sustain Leboku. We also initiated, in the 2 years, the Arts and Crafts Village, where it is like a holding area for for entertainment. We had our festival village up and running at the municipality gardens. So we've been able to sustain just on the average, hoping that things get better as we move on.
Okay, let's get to look at the issue of the carnival now, proper. I wanted to give us information about the Carnival Calabar 2022. This is the much awaited, because I'm sure Cross Riverians, they were so excited. I'm sure your phone had been inundated with calls.
Absolutely.
Is the carnival holding this year?
We're taking all the calls.
So let's look at talk to us about the Carnival Calabar. Let's look at that first.
Okay, so for us, our calendar starts now, right? We had a press briefing the day before yesterday, and of course we told Nigerians, we told the world that we're ready for 2022 Carnival Calabar. But there's a build-up to it, right? So after that press briefing, we have actually opened up entries for theme. We want for a more participatory carnival, where people will send in suggested themes for 2022. So we'll sit down with our adjudicators, our little committee, and then look at the best out of all of it. In 48 hours, we received about 500 entries already, about 500 entries already. So the idea is get people to participate, get people to take the lead, because it's our event, it's our content, and that's open for 10 days. We've lost 2 days already, so in 8 days we'll close entries, and in the fortnight, His Excellency Senator Professor Ben Ayade will be unveiling the theme that will be chosen from the lot. And the winner will, of course, get away with 1 million naira. Next month, we're in Udep for Leboku. In October, we'll start our first dry run. In November, we'll have the second dry run. In December, of course, we usually have our third dry run and the carnival. But the festival proper starts from the 1st of December down to the 31st of December. On the 1st of December, we'll have the World AIDS Day. It's an international day to celebrate AIDS. So we have the flag off at Ravana and do the walk down to the municipality, where Her Excellency, the wife of the governor, Dr. Linda Yade, will have her events there. Then we flag off the festival village. In the evening, we'll flag off the Arts and Crafts Village at Cultural Center. Now there's a new injection, and it's called Unleash Your Creativity. So we realize that in December, it's all about the musicians and the comedians and the MCs like you, but nobody talks about the actors, because we are part of the entertainment cluster. So there's something for them. It's called Unleash Your Creativity. It's going to be running for 2 weeks, from the 1st to the 14th, where we bring in, people to a house, all of that, then, come up with a movie at the end of the day, then, of course, give some awards to them. Then we're also reintroducing theater festival, the theater, stage productions. So for the first 2 weeks, we are going to have 3 productions in each of the weeks. So that makes the total of 6 productions. So on the 14th of December, we will tag that day, day of awards, because it's going to be the essay competition and awards that day. The Unleash Your Creativity Awards on that day. The Cross River Movie Awards is back on that day, and the Paradise Music and Festival Awards is back on that same day. So on the 14th will be there for all of the awards in the city of Calabar. Then on the 17th, we have, on the 15th, we have boat regatta. Then on the 17th, we have Utomogo. And then, you know, the Core Nation actually had started putting up their little cluster festival events over the years. I've witnessed that. So we're bringing them to the calendar so we can market all of that, you know, to people at the same time. So there's going to be some events done by the Core Ejadam people. They have the Festival of Carols, they have the children's party, and all of that. But our Power Week will start a little bit earlier on the 18th, which is Sunday. 18th Sunday with African Voices. So we want to bring down the glory, you know, of God on Cross River State. Use that opportunity, pray for the state, pray for the nation, of course, pray for the world, because there's so much insecurity everywhere. There's so much happening, you know. So that's going to be an atmosphere where we sing praises to God and all of that. So we'll try to feature some choirs from South Africa, Lasekweme. Then of course we will not forget our indigenous groups or a cappella groups, Orthodox, Pentecostal, everybody in one roof in that event. Then on the 23rd, we will be having the food festival at African Club. That's always run by Dame Princess Florence Itagiwa. She's been doing very good on that over the years. And then on the 24th, we will have the cultural carnival. We're bringing the cultural carnival up a bit. It's a Saturday, so it's going to have a lot of other things we will infuse to it. We're going to have drum experience. We're going to have masquerading, you know, all the local governments, our neighboring states. So it's going to be a fusion of all of that in one on Saturday. Then 25th, which is Sunday, is going to be an event-free day. So we take all our events back home.
Yeah.
It's a family time. So His Excellency, the Governor, Senator Professor Benayade, has graciously asked that we have 25th of December as our family day where we spend time, you know, with family. A lot of people will be coming into town, so we should be able to do that. Especially for us, the guys working behind the scene, we need that break. On the 26th, we have the African Music Festival at the stadium, where we'll have beauty parade and celebrity parade. So we're going to have a lot of celebrities in town and also have beauty parade. We're going to have a runway where we bring out all of stuff we've done with the garment factory. So anything you've ever heard that garment factory has produced and sent out, we're going to put it on the runway. Working with Entertainment Union, the fashion arm of Entertainment Union, we're going to put all of them on the runway. And on the 27th is going to be Miss Africa in the evening, but during the day, bikers parade. You can recall that on the 14th of February, we had paraded about 120 bikers, like a bit of test run. So we want to parade about 500 bikers this December from everywhere. We're bringing in stunts from, there's a stunt lady coming in. She's an international professional stunt lady. People from Ghana and across Nigeria will be coming in. Then in the evening, Miss Africa Beauty Pageant will come alive. 28th, of course, is the carnival proper, and then 29th we have the international carnival in the evening. But during the day we'll do a bit of a beach experience. We'll have that at Las Vegas, where we'll have the old school experience, laugh it out, a bit of magic, just, you know, events to excite people. Then on the 30th we have Nyorekwe. Can't take that out. You know, we're known for that. So where in the evening we'll have like a love party where we'll have dinner for about 3,000 people in the stadium. You know, like a love festival, nuptial dance, let people wind down properly to round up. Then usually in January, on the 2nd of January, the Oban people have this event called the Akachak Festival. You know, so we're trying to throw our weight on it yet again. That will basically round up all of the activities of 2022.
Well, you know, it's going to be what the statement they say, save the best for the last.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's look at how can Cross River and skiing, because we know that the Carnival Calabar, the festivities, you know, it's a money spinning thing. So instead of we waiting for outsiders to come and, you know, take the whole thing, how can Cross Riverians and residents key into this by making money, getting the stands here and there and all of that? Because a whole lot of people, there'll be money this time.
That's
plenty.
right. Okay, so let's start with the sector, right? The tourism sector. There's so much jubilation already around the sector because of the influx of people in December, right? So we are trying to encourage the tourism sector for the hoteliers to start to clean up already, change your sheets, paint, change your bulbs, make sure security is in place. I hear of some state that has actually instructed CCTV cameras in some public places. That's what hotels should ensure, that they have. Then, of course, clean up on your service delivery. Then, for the people to key in, our carnival has now become, it's an international brand, but it has also become local in terms of production, right? Maybe a few hands here and there that come into, to support, but from start to finish of our carnival is locally produced. Our costumes, our headgears, the feathers, the shoes, the logistics of running, the ushers, the marshals, water, drinks, everything, so people can key in that regard. The carnival has a 12-kilometer route, you understand, and there are vendors that make a kill just on that day around the carnival route. And of course, you see that we have a lot of events, like almost every day, so you can find a way to create comments around all of these events. People come in. We as Cross Riverians should at least know about the state, tour sites and all of that. So people want to come in, okay, we're here, you link up with the ministry, you can take people on tour. But of course, you could come for a bit of a refresher course with the ministry, So you should be able to take someone to the Marina Resort and tell the person about Marina Resort, and you can make some money from it. So there are a lot of ways one can key in. You can also sit down and think out of the box and come, to the ministry, and we can place people right. But don't forget that having 7 bands competing this year with a minimum of 1,000 people in each band, that's about 7,000 people. 7,000 revelers. So you just can imagine how many people will be watching live and then on TV.
Okay. Enrico, we know that we are in Nigeria is in a very trying times when it has to do with security, and Cross River State is a very peaceful place, one of the peaceful states in Nigeria, but we shouldn't take that for granted. What will be the security measures? Are we putting that also in place to ensure that revelers, tourists, and all one not coming to enjoy the festivities would say they can have a fun field time without any threats?
Well, you see, first of all, it's an issue not only peculiar to Cross River State, but it's a national issue now. We hear of bandits, closing up to the capital city. So we all suffer the same fate. But when we had our press briefing, beyond security, health, environment, we were able to bring the heads of those clusters to come and speak to press and tell them what plans they have and how ready they are. And Mr. Okokon, who represented the Permanent Secretary Special Duties, Boto, told us clearly that they are ready, you understand, to secure our town for us. But beyond what they will be doing as security, right, we as the indigents, we have a lot of work to do. We need to also watch our backs. We need to report anything you see that you're not comfortable with. So on the whole, I feel strongly that, judging from our past experiences, how we've been able to cope, the insecurity in Cross River State, kidnapping, theft, and all of that, it won't be a challenge for us in 2022.
Excellent. Now, about a couple of weeks ago in China, where we had the first case of COVID-19 that distorted our calendar for 2 years. We noticed that there's this news of COVID-19 resurfacing, maybe a different variant. That's not to say that we want it to stop us from having fun, but can we have some checks so that
that's news to me.
Okay.
Mrs. Janet Ekpenyong, DG of Primary Health, actually, was at the press briefing.
Okay.
Also had mentioned the readiness of the ministry, to follow, protocols. We back then when we had all of that outbreak, COVID, Omicron, and all of that, we took the lead in almost everything. We took the lead. In fact, we actually shaping the protocols that was actually, given to us by presidency. nose mask, locking out, locking in, enforcing and all of that. So we always take the lead, and I don't have any fears that whatever it is, we can't, come up with our own model of protocols to see that we have a successful 2022 Carnival.
Excellent. Let me get to ask this, because if I don't ask this, some Cross Riverians, when they catch those stones.
Should I answer before the question?
Maybe you know that. 2019, some people were being old. So, and they say the Carnival Calabar is coming for 2022, and there's still an outstanding debt.
Yeah.
Are we looking at offsetting them before?
Of course, we will settle it. And I know those being old have heard this over and over again. Yes, we'll pay. Yes, we'll pay. But we've gone beyond just saying that we'll pay by engaging, right? The old persons, and we get to face them and say, sorry, no vex. So we've been engaging. The question came up in the press briefing about the adjudicators. And I said, not only the adjudicators, one or two other people. We suffered a bit of setback in audit and all of that. Those are our internal issues. We've been able to reclassify a couple of times. But please let me put this across to you guys. His Excellency, the Governor, Senator Kusobena, has made it clear he's committed to having all of those, properly settled. As at yesterday, we're talking with entertainers forum. We have our own in-house, issues we're trying to address. Hopefully, so we take full responsibility, and we will have it sorted out.
So, Honorable Commissioner, for further information and maybe some of these rising stars in Calabar that love to participate in where can they go to?
Okay, we have 2 contacts on our bills, which is Effiong and Eme, right? Sorry, I need to quickly get to the number. Effiong and Eme for participation, sponsorship, as the case may be. We have, first of all, for the entries for the theme.
Yeah.
So you can send it to the email Carnival Calabar in one word, carnivalcalabar@gmail.com. Carnival Calabar, one word, @gmail.com. Or you send it to WhatsApp, only WhatsApp, 0803 559 3411. 0803 559 3411. And if you follow the instructions on it, you have to send the title, then of course a synopsis of not more than 150 words. Include your name, your sex, your age, state of origin, and city of residence. Not synopsis of not more than 150 words. Include your name, sex, age, state of origin, and city of residence. I'm sure by that number you can get more information on it. You can also walk into the ministry, events department, tourism bureau, Carnival Commission, or up to the commissioner's office for more information. So also using this opportunity to encourage sponsors to throw their weight on the 2022 Carnival.
Definitely. Honorable Eric Anderson, before I let you go, let's get your message to Cross Riverians, because we are very hospitable and peaceful people. I want you to advise us to still push this gesture, because very soon we'll have high influx of guests coming into town.
Okay, so yes, we are known to be the destination for tourism, and we're very hospitable people. No one can take that from us. So all I would add to that is let's be more patriotic. Let's be ready to receive the world in December. Let's show them around. Let's tell them about what we have. But you can't tell them about what you have if you have not experienced it yourself. So find time to visit the ranch, find time to go to Apokane, find time to go to the Monolith, find time to go to Maris Lesser House, find time to go to the Marina Resort, Las Vegas, the Twin Island, find time to go to the European Cemetery, find time to see a show in the Cultural Center, visit the Art and Craft Village, find time to go around and take pictures, selfies about, of the scenery of the town. Jordan asks about the cleanup. We have improved on that, and we're hoping that in the next couple of weeks it will be properly done. Cross River State is our own, so let's try to be patriotic and speak well to it. Thank you.
Honorable Eric Anderson, Commissioner culture and tourism, many thanks for your time on the show. And just be rest assured that between now and the end of the year, you will be having repeated visitations here to keep us up with speed on.
I'm always available.
Okay. Thank you very much. We've headed there from Honorable Eric Anderson. So for those of you that want to be a part of this year's Carnival Calabar, putting out the theme there, the number to call is 0803 559 3411. It's a different ballgame entirely. So you stand a chance of getting 1 million naira. I think we must give kudos to His Excellency, pushing the Carnival Calabar to yet another level. Stay with us. Good morning, Cross River continues. Don't go away.